So, hello everyone, people watching the stream. It has been a while. I was about to say it's been a while, but I have just streamed Minecraft yesterday, which is right here. You can see that's the stream, also already up. It has been pointed out to me that this is wrong. It's not Minecraft. This was Unifall Flat. I will correct that after the stream. Yeah, basically. Anyway, today is Trainz. More specifically, Trainz Railroad Simulator 2019. And I've got the Twitch page open for two reasons. One is to see how long it's been since the last Trainz stream. So these are all the streams we've had since then. So I've not streamed Trainz at all this year or the year before, 2022. Not streamed anything related to Trainz in that time. Actually, yeah. I was thinking about the multiplayer thing, but anyway, it's all these streams, all convoys and Minecraft and even Unifall Flat level development, Minecraft Mudrunner. That was Trainz multiplayer. That was the thing I meant. But actual development on the route, that has been months before that even. Just a few moments. It's quite a lot of streams. Right around here. Here. This was the last, as far as I can tell, this was the last Trainz stream we had on my UK3 route. If you're on my Discord, Hangacord, you can see in the UK3 channel, that's this route that I worked on stream. And that was sort of based, inspired by the Totnes, like Buckfastleigh Totnes Railway in the UK, South Devon. But won't be working on that today. But yeah. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. Thank you very much. That's my bad. But yeah, these are all the streams. Basically, I'll just scroll through these. That's not much happened. And yeah, I think this was... Actually, this was the last stream. Yeah, with Trainz, where I also worked on that route. But yeah, anyway, it's been a long time, is basically what I wanted to get across. But yeah, thank you very much for pointing that out. Yeah, this was the stream I pointed at before, but I did have one more after that, I think. Anyway, yeah, it's been a long while. I won't be working on that route today. Just have this window up because Sharadice actually drew a layout of a map for me to develop, like an idea for a map, set in the UK years ago. This was 2018, I think. Hold on, I think I've got it. It's the Shalebrook Railway. I'm not sure if you can see that properly. I will actually make a screenshot of that because I do want to reference this during the stream. Hold on. I've not actually got it scanned in. Hold on, just need to wait a little while. It's not really focusing, is it? Almost. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is ideal. I could just reference the thing itself. I think I'm in quite a bit of stream delay. That should be fine. If not, I can just reference this right here. I mean, that should probably be easier, but just to have it, okay, I can close this now. Okay, right. So this is the Shalebrook Railway. Yeah, you can barely see anything. I'm sorry. Not that prepared, but we'll just see how we get on. Right. I'll switch over. So yeah, this. I'll just read it out from the paper here. So this says Shalebrook Railway up here. This is Goods End, Midgedon, a town name. There's a forestry. This is Goods. Another forestry there. No, factory. That's factory, sorry. This is factory. That is a town name, Selwyn. So this is the town, that's the name there. This is lumber mill, so that's forest. So you get the logs here, transport them to lumber mill. That is yard/sheds. This is goods end, so factory to goods, I'm guessing. Or it's like lumber mill, so that transforms it to general goods, maybe. Not completely certain. This Porringford. That says one baseboard. So this is one baseboard. So these are all baseboards. But yeah, that is basically the plan. Roomspath, hello Roomspath. Real Hanswasser, hello everyone. TRS19, very nice. Yeah, I know. It's been a while. I can only see you only. Yes, thank you. If you are meant to see more than your face, then something is not working. Yeah, you're right. I forgot to switch screens. Thank you. VG, I cannot understand anything. Like the cam is so LQ, I can't even read the big letters. Yeah, it's not... Hold on. I don't really... I mean, it should be fun if we just do it like this. I can reference this. You don't really need to see the map itself that clearly. I mean, it would be ideal, of course, but also screen. This should work. Yeah, that works. That's great. Okay, so I did actually start this route. So this was, I think, drawn 2018 by Paradise. This layout. I did attempt to start the actual route of it. Pretty much right then and there. But, hold on, I just want to quickly show it. I will start over because it has been quite a while. I mean, it's been 5 years at this point. I'm not sure when exactly this was, but I think sometime 2018. Yeah, so this is as far as I've gotten. 2 baseboards. This was around the center of the map by Midgedon. This was right here. This says MIDGDON. You can't read that, I know. It's much clearer here. It's just the camera doesn't really... I think the lighting isn't ideal. But yeah, this is what I actually made back then. This is a station. Put some dinosaurs around it. Just don't mind them. This is, you can see Midgedon right there. Midgedon. There's a bus there. Put some of the other town names on there. Cackle Creek I've made up myself. But yeah. This is basically just a prefab station with a few things on it. I put a diesel here, like a class 44 or 45. I think 45. Yes. I did... Yeah, there's like a goods platform with an old lorry here. A flatbed thing. There's a lot of blackberry bushes left and right. That's basically where that ends. And there's a bit of a start of the town here, which there's not much. There's really not much. The field view looks a bit strange. Yeah, I did zoom in. I think this may be better. Thank you. But yeah, road just 90 degrees turns. It's like OpenTTD a little bit in that sense. Maybe Citizen Motion 1 even. Yeah, there's a signal box. I did look a little bit of a garden here with a Gallimimus dinosaur. Not really too realistic. I mean, this maybe, I don't know, just placed random dinosaurs when I found them. But yeah. There's a little bit of a building there. There was supposed to be like a town here, but you weren't really going to see that anyway. But yeah, the line continues back here and ends. So I did make it like a tree palette, which is then pasted all over this map. Just along here, you can see I made the tree palette back here. A few of the trees, like an assortment of them, and then just basically just did that. Selected this and then just pasted it all around like that. But yeah, I won't work on this now because I do want to start over because this isn't too realistic. It doesn't really feel realistic, and I think I could do a lot better now if I actually started fresh. And yeah, I did do like a bit. I do like these ground textures here, but I'm sure we'll be able to think of something new. But yeah, that is basically everything. I mean, not even basically, that's literally everything. So, I did rename this route to Shalebrook Railway 10, because this was started actually in Trainz new era, which I have imported in TRS19, but also the sterling that stood here, this was just, I just put it here for like a just a screenshot for when I released the Apple Green, like British Railways Apple Green repaint for 8 heaps of sterling. So I just put that there just for a screenshot basically, but not, I didn't really work on that at all since 2018. But yeah, I'll actually start the new Shalebrook Railway, just called Shalebrook Railway without 10. Shalebrook Railway. Oh. Shalebrook Railway session. Well, I'll just put default, because it's the default session. UK Age of Steam. I guess this one, because I do want some diesels, I think. Yeah, I think BR era, so I mean, I guess it is still British Rail, so that would still technically be BR, because it is still BR class 800 or something for the Hitachi high-speed trains. So, I mean, like British Railways early days, so when they still had steam locomotives running, but also like started to introduce diesels and stuff like that. So around 1960s, I was thinking. I think this should work. I haven't tested this particular region, so I don't know what exact like cars and stuff spawn, but this should be fine. Imperial, sure. G-scale, sure, that's fine, I guess. Right, Shalebrook Railway, there we go. First thing, get rid of this. I don't want this texture. Great. Actually, I could, hold on. I think I could pick the grid region if it exists. I think it exists. Grid region, there it is. Right, so I know I'll also put the no payware filter. I know I will do that. Which one's the base game? I think this one, yeah. I mean, that should be fine. Just, yeah, I think it's this. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah. The field view looks a bit strange. Yeah, I fixed that. You should also be able to select grid view in the menu to get the grid without having to change the texture. Maybe. I'm not certain about that. Me now look. Okay, have fun. Yeah, I'll just replace the texture. Actually, I won't even do that. I'll span. I'll select this entire baseboard and then replace the texture. Oh, actually, what was that? Did that just have the entire baseboard selected? It looked like it. Hold on. One more time. So this was north. After this, I won't have to do this again because I have changed the region to grid region. Apparently that doesn't work. I'll just do bulk replace. That should be the quickest. Hold on. But yeah. Apparently I can't select. There it is. Okay. Anywhere en route. There we go. We've got the grid back. I'll also do... Actually, I'll place the 10 meter grids and I'll update them to 5 meter. Okay, so this is the first baseboard. I'll turn it so it's facing the same way as the actual on paper layout. Hold on. Yeah, that works. Okay, I'll just put a pin here that says Midgeton, so I know which one this is. Push pin. I mistyped. I think I just typed too fast. So Midgeton is supposed to be right around here. I'll go for the blue one, why not? There's nice. So I'll put Midden on here. There we go. That's already made things a lot clearer, I think. Okay, so that I can now cross-reference the position of this with the actual drawn map. So I'll need to, because this goes diagonally, the line. So actually, I could still, I know you can't really see much, but could still put this, actually you can't, doesn't really work. Actually, just for me, I don't know. I can just see it here. You don't necessarily need to see it as a viewer, so it should be fine. Right. So that goes, that's Midden, goes up like that. That goes diagonally like that, so I need those here. This branches off down here. Goes to a forestry. That's one. That should be like that. I don't know how exactly I will be recreating the map from the layout. I've not got an exact plan, really, at all. That should be fine. So these two. So that's where the route ends on the eastern side. And here, 1, 2, 3. That's where the loop starts. 2, 3. One more like that. 1, 2. I just want to make sure. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that. Hold on, that should be fine. Is this 5 meter, 10 meter grid? Thank you for reminding me. It is still 10 meter. I am planning on updating to 5 meter once I've actually put all the base pods down, which will be momentarily. Just want to quickly cross-reference this. So it's 1, it's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 6 like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just need one more here. So this should be fine. I'll just put some more push pins down so that it's a bit more clear, well put things. So this will be the lumber mill right here. So this is lumber mill. And also one thing of note, yeah, apparently this doesn't fit. Lumber is fine. I don't need the full thing on there. Lumber, just lumber. But yeah, one thing of note, I've never built a route in this manner before, just laying out all the base boards and pushing push pins down. I have seen others do it like this, like Sheridas do it like this with the Haddoncourt tramway. I remember with the development videos. Slavic Eagle also does it like this, I've found in his live streams. But yeah, I've never tried to do it like this, so we'll just see how it works. Apparently, it is a method that works quite well, so hopefully that should also be the case for me. Pouring forward. Yard / goods, that's just the yard here. Pouringford yard. That says goods end. So there's also where the goods, I don't know, I don't need to put all these push pins down necessarily. But I do want to have it a bit more clear. Just to have basically the whole map here in Trainz. Real Hansfather says, I work in a similar way on the Blue Water Valley route, but I just wrote on the ground using textures and my terrain was pre-made. Oh yeah. I mean, with the HD terrain, that is a lot easier to write on the actual terrain itself, because you can write much smaller, and you can still, like, I could probably, with the HD terrain, write a full word in this bit, and you could still very clearly read it, just in this 5 meter, because this tiny bit, a tiny grid. But yeah, I don't have access to that, so when I did it, the route was still using 5 meter grid. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think both methods are valid. I have also done it like that, I think, in the past. Although not that much as far as I can remember. I've done neither of the methods, really. Forestry. Okay. Okay, just 2 more. Actually, 3 more. So this is Selwyn. Not Sailwind, but Selwyn. Hold on. I only converted the route later once I went to the beta. Oh, I see. I wasn't sure how old the route was, like when you started it, but I see. You may have said in the past, but I didn't remember, if you did. Okay, so I was thinking having the ocean on this route would be nice as well. I'm not exactly sure where I'll incorporate it. Just put factory here. But yeah, maybe have the town of Selwyn be on the seaside. Okay, so now everything, apart from the actual lines themselves, everything is now on this route. Yeah, that's it. So if you compare this to that, it's not exact, but it's base. I mean, from the baseboards themselves, I think that's pretty much accurate. Hold on. Yeah, rooms, but I will convert the baseboards now before I actually start doing any work on them. But yeah, thank you for reminding me. Real was a okay, the way I got the terrain, just pastime 1 of the old displacement maps, paste one of the old displacement maps over pasting. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Old displacement maps over 32 baseboards in a random shape isn't even possible with HD terrain. Oh, I see. Surveyor 2.0, which you need to edit the HD terrain, doesn't have displacement maps. Oh yeah. I see now. Okay, so I don't think we'll need a pushchair yet. This can wait. But yeah. Right, I'll actually get to... Oh, hello there. Hello there. Oh, that kid looks creepy. It does, well, a little bit, yeah. Maybe. That's odd, why? Oh! I see what I was doing wrong. Yeah, it wasn't... Yeah, I see now. Hold on. There we go. That's fixed it. There we go. But yeah, in OMSI 2 and OMSI 1, like that, well, the childs in general in that game look a little bit creepy. I mean, I think all the passengers really, they just have like a blank stare to them. I always find they look a bit like animatronics. I mean, they are walking around, they're not static, but still, it looks a little bit robotic. Robots probably was the better word. Okay, blue. I'll use Gaza blue. Actually, no payware. First. Blue. Right. I think this one is quite a nice blue. This won't be permanent, of course. But I will... Yeah, I'll just... Yeah, there we go. That's good. Okay, so I'll just quickly... Should get the map up again here. Yeah, especially when you got 3 of the same grandma at one stop. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. I have experienced that myself. Also, quick tiny break. I'll just get something up quickly, just one screenshot. This will take a few moments. This was something I took back in 2019 when I first got to install OMSI2, because, well, I have tried in the past, because I'm on macOS, so I have tried in the past with other means. Like I did have it on Steam for quite a while before that, but yeah, it didn't really work ever. So, but yeah, early 2019 I did get it to work with parallels. I mean, this isn't that important. I'll just, never mind. I've decided it's not important enough. But yeah, basically one of the passengers got out of my bus. It was like an Autosan bus on the Nove Picari map. Picari. And one of the passengers was walking with the head turned 90 degrees and the just outstretched arm. Like one of the arms was outstretched, just walking along. That was basically it. I did have a screenshot of it, and I do still have it. But I don't want to spend the time to find it now. I will post it after the stream, if I remember. I'll just make that a bit larger, the radius. So that's fine. I know this is quite wide. Actually, yeah. Like this. And this isn't exact. This is the rough guideline on how I want the route to be. Pretty much just copying the on-paper version. I personally just use track to lay out the lines. It's easy to adjust if you want to make changes. Yeah, I mean, that's a valid approach as well. I haven't really tried either myself. Hold on, that was wrong. I'll try it like this for now. But yeah, I'll have a look. There's basically a straight on here. There's just one big loop. Hold on. I don't know if I'll have a Y here. Maybe. Don't know which would be more interesting. Maybe like this. I'll just leave it like this for now. Okay. So this is the layout. So if you compare this really blurry screenshot of my live stream from a few minutes ago, half an hour ago, almost, with that, it's pretty accurate. It's not quite... I'd say it's quite nice. Okay, so I'll actually save now. There we go. And let's actually get to what would be the next step? I guess terrain, maybe? Did you confirm the base pods yet? An excellent point. I did not. Hold on. Do not show this warning again. Yeah, thank you for that. The terrain textures will be a bit messed up now, but it is just the blue, so it doesn't matter, because this will be your playstyle anyway. Okay, actually, yeah, well, yeah, the thing is I don't exactly know about the terrain, how I want it to be yet. I do want some hills. If only I had a bigger brush. But yeah, this goes to forestry, so I mean this brush is just tiny in comparison to what I want to do with it. I don't want to just paint random hills either. I want, I mean, I want to keep it realistic. I don't have an exact setting in mind, like an exact county or something in the UK where I want this to be based. So like South Yorkshire, or like the east coast of Yorkshire, or County Durham, or Wales, or wherever. So I'm not sure on that. I'm not really that familiar with those areas. And myself, I've only ever been to the south of England. I mean, the furthest north I've been is Bristol at all, ever. Like not even the UK, just ever. But yeah, so I've never been there, so I mean, I could still know quite a bit about it, but I don't currently. This looks quite extreme. You don't have to make the train yet. Travis only does it when he does the scenery in an area. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, I didn't remember it that exactly how Charles did it, so I don't quite know which is the best approach. I think, I don't know. So at Midgeton, let's just leave that. I mean, well, don't we? This doesn't really look good. Guess I'll flatten that a bit. This is far too steep. I don't want this to be set in the mountains. It should just be rolling hills, I would imagine. Maybe a bit steep around the tracks, but maybe not the tracks themselves going that steep upgrades. Because, well, it should be realistic still. Even though it's a fictional route, but still, it should still feel realistic. I mean, like it could exist in real life. If nothing else helps, just apply displacement map. They'll be prepared to spend about a month or so. A month of smoothing if you do that. Yeah, I did try that with the Moon Railroad that you saw in my Discord server, the moon, set on the moon. Yeah, it does. It's an interesting approach, but it doesn't always work to your favor, I've found. So I mostly never use displacement maps, other than on a few occasions that I have, like that, for example. But yeah, it is good to keep in mind though still. Yeah, I'll just make this quite rough and then I'll just smoothen it out with the plateau tool. This was set height, right? A use height, oh yeah. But yeah, I have used Trainz, the early versions of Trainz. I think 2000. I've started using Trainz 2008, so quite a few years ago. Though to be fair, I also added 29 base boards of custom terrain to the original 32 that had the displacement map. Oh, I see. A mix of both then. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. I may be using them later on. I don't know. If I feel a need to use displacement maps, I will attempt it. But I think for now it should be fine. But yeah, thank you still. Yeah, I started using Trainz 2008. I built a lot of routes. I started a lot of routes rather. Since then, like many, like hundreds of routes. First with Windows, on Windows Trainz, and then Trainz for Mac, which was basically Trainz 2010, which released in 2011 for Mac. On the Mac App Store, and then Trainz Simulator 2, which was the Trainz Simulator 2, which was Trainz 12 for Mac, and then Trainz New Era, and then finally TRS19. Yeah, and I started many routes in all that time. Most of the early ones, like pretty much all of the early ones, weren't realistic in any way, really. But yeah, I never really finished a route, even though I started so many. In 2017, I started doing repaints of locomotives. So the first repaint I ever did was of Ed Heaps's P2. So the Gressley P2 steam locomotive, the Mikado type 282 wheel arrangement. So very heavy, very strong. As far as I know, the strongest steam locomotives from Great Britain, which operated in the East Coast. I think East Coast Main Line. Actually, no, it was LMS. Basically, it was in Scotland. I think a portion of it. But yeah, in Scotland they operate because there were very steep grades there, which the A3s struggled with. So they Gressley designed some really strong locomotives, and I really like the design of it. And I was so happy that someone made one for Trainz. I mean, I think that's the first time I actually knew about those locomotives because of Ed Heaps's model. So I decided to repaint it into British Railways Express Blue, which it never wore. And it was the new build one, because they are currently in real life making a new P2 because all of the original ones were scrapped. They are making a new 7th one, which is labeled, well, number 2007 Prince of Wales. Yeah, and that's currently being built. It is, I think, going to be finished next year in the summer. I think that's the plan. But yeah. And I did also remake that repaint. So basically start from scratch. That was last year, like early last year, I made the repaint again for the new version of the P2 with like PBR textures and much better quality of the repaint, because it was I did a lot more experience then. It was hold on. So the repaint, the new version, I don't have the old one anymore because I did just create new versions, so that it has made it obsolete, which is good because I don't really want people to have the old version installed if a much better one exists. So the one I did was this one right here. That's the new version of it. I did make like a decorated Express Blue, which this livery as it is here doesn't exist in real life. Like with all the special lining everywhere, and like like the blue wheels as well, like around, like all the edge lining here. So I did just make this version as like a homage to my original repaint, because I didn't remove any lining back then, because it was still quite early. It was the first repaint I ever did. But yeah, the actual Express Blue repaint, which as far as I know is quite accurate, is this one right here. So with this cladding band, like Fabrics cladding band removed, like just painted blue, and all of its extra lining just gone, which I think looks a lot better. But yeah, all fictional, of course, because these locomotives were only owned by LNER, and then they were scrapped before British Railways. Actually, they were converted into Thomson. Other locomotives were converted, but as they were never used by BR. But yeah, And then I mostly, like the years following that, I mostly did repaints. I did start some routes, but I never really got very far with them. But yeah. So, right, hold on. I'll just quickly switch screens again because I do want to get a reference picture up for what I want to base Midgeton on. I mean, not the, well, just coming out of Midgeton, because I did find, a few days ago, found a really nice picture. Actually, was it? Actually, I may have found that before. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back in a few moments. I mean, I'm still here, but Trainz will be right back. A few moments. Real Hanswasser says, actually it's here. I'll just quickly get the reference and then I'll come back and read chat. Hold on. Is this it? I don't know. No, it's not. Hold on. Okay. I've almost got it. Almost. That's not it. Ooh, I think I found it. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Right here. Okay, I'll switch screens. I've got it, finally. Sorry about that. But yeah, I've got it now. Here. This. I want to attempt to recreate this scene, roughly, in Trainz, because I do really like how this looks, like those rolling hills and just that bend. It looks quite simple, but I do really like the feel of this, like this old DMU, which will also have running, probably, in the route. That's something else. But yeah. So, I'll get this up. Yeah, get this up, it's fine. Hans says, Hans, yeah. Your early routes weren't realistic. My early routes didn't even have ground textures, let alone any scenery. I've thought about trying rescanning in Trainz, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. We can only see part of the picture. Oh yeah, sorry. Here it is. You can see it now. This is the picture I meant, which I found. Actually, I found this quite a while ago, but I rediscovered it a few days ago. And yeah, I want to attempt to recreate this scene. So going this way, this would be coming into Midgeton, so going to the left, and this would be going eastward towards Selwyn and toward the coast, probably. If I do make that a coastal city. Well, I say city, a coastal town. So yeah, I guess I could use this screen. Trainz would be quite small on that. Don't know if you prefer Trainz to be larger or to not see. Well, actually, Trainz to be larger and not seeing the picture, or Trainz to be smaller and seeing both. But yeah, I'll get a track. And yeah, I don't usually stream on Thursdays. Well, Sharace streams Station Flow usually, but Sharace isn't streaming this week, so I do have a chance now. I may, for Saturday, I may stream Trainz again. I don't know if I'll do a convoy or not. I've not decided yet. This track seems quite nice. It is, well, I can't really see any stone in that. It's just grass. Yeah, it says so as well. Don't really want to waste too much time. I didn't really want to waste any time. I realize I've gone for quite a while without doing much. So apologize for that. I'm just not, I wasn't prepared I'm not really prepared to, well, I'm not really that used to starting like new routes on stream. I've never done that before. So I've always just had a route to work on, which just, oh, I guess I got stream development on this, and I just stream development on it. Also, I could just use any track and then just replace it later on if I deem it necessary. I don't want narrow gauge. Although it is it would be a nice idea. But no, not currently. This should be standard gauge. And there's the top. Couldn't use the Norfolk track, but that, well, or this one. I remember these ones. I'd prefer to have Trainz full screen, not see the picture. Okay. Sure. I think this track actually, I mean it is quite outdated, but yeah, it's got a rusty version and a non-rusty version. No, this overgrown. I'll use this for now. I realize it's quite an old asset and I will likely replace it later on, but for now, I think it's good. So yeah, just use that for now. So this should be the bend like that. Okay. So this is the, well, sorry. So if that, I mean the station, I could move the station a bit further toward here. I think that's what I'll do. And then I'll tracks go like this. Curve around like so. Yeah, the terrain isn't final in the slightest either. I mean, well, in the slightest, maybe a little bit, yeah, but I will be, well, terraforming quite a bit still to match the picture more closely. But yeah, for now, this amount of track should be alright. This doesn't really look overly realistic either. Not yet, anyway. And I realize I don't need to adhere to these blue bits that strictly, really, but I don't know. I should have been using grades probably. Yeah. But yeah, for now, hold on, I'll just do this, and I'll just adjust the spline parts of these starting ones. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I think I'll just build just one more vertex here, and then I'll just focus on this bit here. I try the TRS19 track Jara 5 procedural seasonal. It does look similar to what you currently have and should be built in. I'll have a look at that. TRS19, TRK. Jara 5 Pro C. Is it this? Oh, no ballast tunnel. This one. Maybe. That is. It does have quite a sharp edge here. If there's a ground texture that fits with that, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, it's also got a rusty version. Oh, that's different. That's a different one. Yeah, I'll keep. Actually. Yeah, sure. I'll replace it. Thank you. The edge isn't as sharp if PBR is enabled. Yeah, but thing is, I can't really run. I also has a rusty version. Oh, I see. Yeah, Trainz lags quite a lot if I turn up the settings, so isn't really that much of an option for me. Oh, this one, that's a rusty one. Ah, I see. Okay. So thank you for that. Yeah, so actually. Yeah, about the grass textures, I kind of need them now, just so I can like recreate that scene properly, so I can like imagine it better. So I'll just quickly I don't know, I do want the grass to actually this texture looks quite nice. Forest, long grass. That's got reparative. I think, you know what, I'll just use. Yeah. I'll get rid of the grid now. I know this might not be an ideal approach. And I'm not really experienced at all. I have watched people do this quite a few times, but I've not really memorized the exact process of what they were doing. But yeah, I will just fill this in. Yeah, there we go. Now I'll focus on recreating the image. So if you can see, I'll just quickly move this in here. So this is the image again. That is how I've got the terrain currently. It's not exact. It's quite a bit steep there, and it doesn't really. It's not really there yet. We're not there yet, but I think for a starting point that is quite good. Right. Okay. So is there ballast texture for this? Doesn't seem like it. I'll just get any old ballast in here. Something that fits. Doesn't need to be permanent. I think this fits quite nicely. Yeah, it should be fine. Was it? Rusty version. The edge isn't, yeah. PBR ground textures also look quite shit when not using HD terrain. Yeah, I mean, well, it depends on where you use them, how you use them, I think. Though I would recommend using PBR ones anyways. They usually have quite a high resolution, and it saves a lot of replacing if the root ever does get converted to HD. Quite high. Yeah, that is true. I don't think I'll ever convert it myself, because, well, this would be the first root I'd ever release publicly. Yeah, I don't think I would do that. Yeah, it is. It's good. It is good to use PBR stuff, especially in TRS19. Hold on, is one of these not straight? Actually, no, this is just positioned wrongly. Yeah, now I will also make these the same height, left and right, so it's not, it doesn't look strange. So that to this. Actually, that didn't work. Oh, that's gradient. Oh, sorry, that's wrong. There we go. It's vertex height. There we go. That's a lot better. I should have used gradients, but it should be fine still. Okay, so I'll just flatten this, flatten her into that. And this will not stay like this. Yeah. Is this too steep? I think this may be quite steep. Just bury that a little bit. That should be more reasonable. Does this still not have the same vertex height? I think it might be this that's causing the issues. Yeah, I'll adjust some stuff still. Yeah, that's made better. Okay, this I'll deal with this later on, maybe off stream. Who knows? I think for now this is fine. Like just this bit that I've got here. I don't know. It's just a bit too steep back here. The rest, all of these hills, it's just a little bit too steep, too high, too tall mountains. How steep can you get? Well, there's your answer. Well, not quite. If you look at the edge of this plateau, that's how steep I can get. Pretty much 90 degrees. That looks like the Devil's Tower, doesn't it, in Wyoming? Close Encounters of a Third Kind. Yeah. That's what it looks like to me. But yeah. Measure it. I mean, I can't really measure like the image that I've got. I don't really know. I'm not sure what you exactly mean, what I should measure. Yeah, I think it's just the hills getting more. Actually, well, I guess I can have it a little bit different to real life, but that does change the feel of the bit I wanted to recreate quite substantially. So, don't really want it to be too steep back here. That goes down to the forestry, sorry. That will go down to the forestry. The closest texture that I found to match the track is TS12 614 169 ballast. I'll have a look. Oh, TS. Actually, it is TS12. Sorry, I typed TRS19. 64169. This one. That's not what I meant. Measure the slope. Maybe, but I can't. Well, I can only measure distance. Well, actually, the height as well. Oh yeah, this one. This looks. Well, that's perfect. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I don't exactly know what you mean, Roomspot. Like, do you mean the grade of the, like the height of the tallest point of the hill, or? I'm not sure what you exactly mean, what to measure. Like the slope of the tracks, I mean. There we go, that's a lot better. Thank you very much. Okay, so that station will be here. This doesn't look quite straight. Yeah, the ballast in the picture, I mean the tracks are quite a bit more grey. I think that's fine. Okay, they were quite... yeah, that one thing why it looked a bit different still is that in real life there was quite a bit of an embankment. If you can see next to the tracks here, it goes quite... well, it goes a bit like that and then it goes up. There's some houses still. Maybe in this picture, maybe the town behind that curve. So the town is actually right here, like all the way here. And the station, maybe this train is just leaving the station, just going like that. On mine, I will do it the other way around. So the town's here, and then the outskirts are here, and then just goes out like that. There's also a more grey version of that track, but that one doesn't have a rusty variant. Oh yeah. Thank you for that. I'll consider changing stuff, just swapping stuff out in the future. I think for now, this assortment of assets should be fine. But yeah, thank you for that. Okay. So I think, well, that's quite tall again. Undo. Hold on. Just try that again. Oh yeah, and then maybe have it go down to track level and then have the station there. Perhaps. Yeah, I think that should be good. Like that. It's still quite steep. It shouldn't be that close to the tracks. Just move it back a bit like that. That should get rid of both problems. Okay, gets a bit more of a slope on the other side as well. There will be trees here, but still. Still. So that the engine can cope. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. See what you mean now. I'll have a look in a bit. I could just test it out, just put a train on it, just bunch of vans behind it, and then just try to get it up there. But no, I'll just check the gradient for now. So get gradient. It is not even 1% here. 1.19, 0.38. That's 5, but yeah, this isn't done yet. So that seems fine for now. This seems fine, which is quite reassuring. And yeah, we'll just paint over this. Just for the thing that I have got so far, which I may still change a bit. Actually, before I paint the ballast, I'll just quickly... Actually, well... This will look better, but I will change the grade a bit so that it's fixed. Even 5% is fine if it's only a short section of track. Yeah, I suppose so. But yeah, this I won't have it like this, basically. But yeah, that's a good point. I think for this route I won't have that steep, like gradients that steep, because it isn't supposed to be, again, it isn't supposed to be like set in Scotland or like very mountainous bits. It should be mostly rolling hills, maybe a little bit of grades I do want, just to make it more interesting, but just to drive on. But yeah, for the most part, shouldn't be that wild of a ride. Or drive, rather. Okay. Seems fine. For the most part. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay. So, next up. Yeah, I'll smoothen this bit a bit. I'll smoothen this bit a bit. Indeed. Okay. Again, it does seem... I don't know, it seems a bit steep here still. I think if I just took... Maybe it's just an optical illusion, I don't know. Like an actual optical illusion, I mean. Maybe if I did this. That may improve things? Okay. I'll place a DMU down just to have some point of reference to maybe compare the real life one. Oh, this one's straight. Okay, this looks better now. I'll save. So I'll just place a DMU here, just BR class 105. I think that is a different one in the picture, slightly, I believe, but it's close enough. I mean, it may be a 105, but I think it's a little bit of a different one. That should be fine, though. Yeah, like that. Okay. So if you compare that to this. It's quite different still. But it's getting there. You can see the edge there, that's fine. This will be obstructed largely. But yeah, I quite like that so far. Still got over 3/4 of an hour left. So, yeah. I don't want to get distracted by rolling stock now. No, I'll stop. I'll stop. Okay. Yeah. There's some playground assets. I may have a playground here. Yeah, for some reason my pig list got wiped completely. I don't know what happened exactly. But yeah, just put some assets here right before the stream from the original Shalebrook Railway. I do have like this. There's this, like the blackberry shrub, which if you've ever been to the UK, there's blackberry shrubs everywhere. Like with thorns and stuff, like all of the stems and stuff, they all have thorns on them, so yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be an exact copy. Yeah, you're right. But I do want it to feel... I would at least want to attempt to recreate the same feeling of that picture. But yeah, not exact. Don't really want to start placing individual shrubs there. Maybe on this side. Not entirely certain. I'll get a road up as well. Because there's a pedestrian. Actually, is that a proper... Well, there's a car here, so I guess it is a proper... Maybe more a quieter road. Maybe this one, actually. It's quite blurry, but... Maybe it's fine. This plateau goes for quite a while. Don't know when I'll actually stop the road. I think this should be a dead end, which is just for like the people who live here, just to drive back here if they live all the way back here. But I don't think this should continue, really, past that. I think I may make like a turnaround here, a little bit of a cul-de-sac loop thing. Cul-de-sac. This reminds me of your EEP route, which you showed on stream, Hans, with all the road splines for the loop. So it reminds me of a bit. I'll do the same. I won't have any traffic running on here, so that should be alright. Actually, this seems quite large. Hold on. Actually, no. This doesn't feel right. I'll do it a bit different there. I think I'll just use ground textures for most of that. Maybe ballast again. Maybe a lighter ballast. That's a bit blurry. Just a whitish ballast. Maybe that one. Not really. Maybe that. Looks quite... It does look quite blurry. Maybe the texture... Actually, no, it doesn't. I thought maybe the texture quality that I've got set may be the cause of that, but no, some of the other textures were fine. I think this texture should do for now. Just a bit of a gravel thing where people can turn around if they need to. Doesn't look too great currently, but should be fine. Actually, no, I don't know. Do you know what? No, I think I'll just have the road end there. Then just have maybe a little path that goes to a playground at the end. I think that'll be best. Road footpath. I mean, I could just have a concrete path. But no, I think like a TB path. I think this one would fit better here. Because it wouldn't be used that much. There wouldn't be much point in having it be like all like paved, really. If it's just used by a few children, or just used by children to get to a playground. Just a little bit of a path. Also, what you find in the UK, if you ever visit the UK and take any walks, like on the countryside anyway, you will find kissing gates. It's basically just if you there's a fence here, just hold on. Just any fence, doesn't matter which one exactly. If there's just chain link fence, just any fence in the countryside or hedge or whatever, you may come across a kissing gate like that. So it's basically just wood around there, one gate which you'll be able to open, go through, close, go through. Yeah, basically. It's basically to keep cows or any other animals to escape from pastures. So if a path goes across an animal pasture, you may find a gate like this. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is necessary here. I do like the look of it. Not this. I mean, it's good as well, but doesn't really fit that well. Maybe just that. Actually, you know what? No, it's fine. I'll use this. Just the path goes back there, and then just there'll be a fence around the playground, and they'll have this gate here. I think that's fine. Luckily, I have since replaced mine with the ground texture. Oh yeah, true. We have similar designs at barrierless level crossings, so cyclists need to get off the bike to force them to look out for trains. Yeah, that's good. A good safety precaution. SNCF, no, not really building French thing currently. Barbed wire, no. Wouldn't want a barbed wire fence around a playground. Maybe this. Don't really want to waste too much time on just choosing a fence for a playground. But I do want it to look good in the end. I have used fences before, it's just it's been a while since I've actually built routes and trains. Oh yeah, it's been a few months. Just any one of these should be fine. Just try a few more. Maybe that. It looks a bit rickety. Which I guess could be good. Maybe this one. No, the normals. Actually, normals are fine. You know what? Sure. I'll try this one. Not sure if it fits too well, but I can still replace it if I want to. Also, just having the playground right next to the tracks. If children play with a ball or something, then the ball just falls over and onto the tracks, they may just hop over this fence and try to retrieve it while a train's approaching. It doesn't seem too safe, but it seems like the sort of thing that could, it doesn't seem unrealistic to construct a playground here, but I'm not really sure if it's a good idea. Don't want it to be that large. I think this should be good. Just having the entrance be on the corner here. I'll just put that in the ground so that it doesn't float like that. Yeah, like that. That's fine. A hedge? That's a good call, yeah. Could put a hedge there. That's a great idea. Compared with this again, there's no playground back here. At least I can't see one. There may be one right around the corner. I don't think so. There's hedges, I say hedges. There's sheds, quite tall buildings, caravan. There's a bit of a hedge here anyway, so sure. That should fit quite well. Maybe some blackberry bushes as well from back here. But this is quite a bit away. But yeah, I think a hedge plant would be good. Maybe some blackberry as well. I'll clear the filter. Yeah, I think in the corner some blackberry as well. This seems quite realistic, just protruding into the kissing gate. That is not unrealistic. I have experienced stuff like this. Or nettles as well, just nettles here, or mud, or whatever. Just in the kissing gate. Seems quite large. Maybe a little bit smaller. It doesn't seem too safe to have this on the playground where if there's kids running around, they just tear the clothes or something on there, or maybe hurt themselves. I don't know. On the thorns, I mean. Okay, I think that's fine for now. Just on this corner. I may actually with the hedge. Let's have a look at the hedges. I'll have a look at the splines. I could just use bush, just place bush around for just as a hedge, but I think there may be some good ones here. I mean, these look too trimmed. I mean, this looks really nice, but this looks like a trimmed hedge. I mean, it could be one, I guess. You wouldn't really be able to see anything from the tracks. I don't know. You wouldn't even see the playground if you're just driving along. Although if you, well, if there's like a slide here maybe. Oh, this one. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced. Quite well. I think what I'll do, I won't use a hedge spline. I'll use a few hedge objects. Well, I say hedge. Just a few bush objects, just like this. I'll lower them down to the ground. I think this will look better. Yeah, I like that. I like that quite a lot. But if I put some grass plines down as well, that should improve things too. But yeah, just this as the boundary to the playground. I like that a lot. There's not much. There's not really, well, a little bit here. But yeah, it's quite safe inside. There's a bit protruding here, but they don't need to run right close by to that. So I have made a pick list of a bunch of fairground assets, like all of these. If you want to watch the stream back or something, you can just. If you're struggling with fairground objects, there are all of these, which I've found myself. Yeah, not after those currently. It's playground assets. These ones, which there are probably more, but I'll of course use this one, this classic asset. Merry-go-round. Children. I think there's this one. This one I'll also add. There's a bunch more, which I apparently didn't add before. Yeah, I think it's animated. I don't know. I don't really want one with a child on there. Actually, can I remove it? No. Because if I have like night sessions or something, or maybe evening, I mean, well, there's a playground right outside here, and you do still, hear children or just people on there just also late at night. Sometimes just walking the dog or something, but I don't really... I think that may throw you out of the experience if you just have children on there just at night like this turning or something. It looks a bit strange, I think. During the day, of course, it's fine, but still... the railway children. Not here. But yeah, also this one, this as well. Slow children playing. In Germany, public playgrounds close at 8 p.m. Nobody really enforces the rule, but it is there. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, here I've never come across something like that myself. In the UK, I think they're just... I mean, people can just... It is just a gate with a little, like, sliding lock, which you can just open from both sides, really. Yeah, so they aren't locked here. I think I'll have some swings here. I think 2 sets would be nice. It's also, of course, the play gym assets. All these classic assets. Bridge. Yeah, this one. I think I may have put this one in the corner here. That isn't really a straight fence. I'll straighten that a little bit. Okay. We've moved this a bit. I can't roll it. I think that's fine. Right. It's another playground here. I'll just add these to the list as well. I like that quite a lot. Maybe the bridge as well. Maybe a bit much. I don't know. Yeah, we've already got a bridge here, which is basically, well, it's basically the identical thing, just... Yeah. Maybe another slide. I don't know. Maybe that's fine. Sandbox, no. Not with that frame. That's these swing sets as well. This looks a bit more modern. Doesn't really fit too well. There's this seesaw, but that is again animated and with people on that just permanently. Unless at night, I mean, it would be clever if they put it like if they did so that the animation stops at night and the passengers passengers disappear. I doubt that's the case, but it may be the case. Hold on, if I turn it to nighttime and wait a bit, if I just maybe unload it and then Go back in. No, they're still there. Ah well. Would have been nice, but I didn't really expect it. Apparently that's an asset. It reminds me of Sharadice's test cube with text. Even though it wasn't supposed to be an animal, really. Looks like a huge version of that. I may use that in the map. You know what, I'll just save that to default pick list. For a cube that is not very cubic at all. That is true. I think Sharadice did make the asset, like this asset first. So this LOD mesh, there's a base cube and this just extended that. And then I think subdivision surface modify in Blender to make it just automatically more round. So that it calculates just where extra vertices should go and then just makes it round automatically. But yeah, the actual model was an actual cube with that, just that going out like that. But yeah, also I failed to see any text. It's test cube with text, as in texture, because it's got a PBR texture on it. It wasn't text. But yeah. Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. I think a texture like this could be nice as well. Maybe around here. I realize it's taken quite a while and we're already nearing the end. I mean, not quite. We've still got quite a bit of time left, but don't really want to waste too much time on details, which I could also do off stream, because I don't really want to develop the suit entirely on stream, because I don't have that many slots in the week really at all. And Saturdays, which, well, I used to just stream, it used to be Sundays where I just streamed whatever I wanted to, but then that became convoy slot, and then that moved to Saturdays, and now there's the OpenTTD game again. Once Sharadice is back, once Eagle is back, Brant is back. Once they're available again, we will continue that. Compare that again with the picture. That's the picture so far. Well, that's a picture. That's the route so far. Well, this bit anyway. I like that quite a lot. The shape of the terrain isn't quite exact. It's not the exact same shape. But I like this shape a lot as well. It can differ. Yeah, also there's a lot further away than the picture, because here it looks fairly close. It looks like you could just, I mean, there's just right here, the edge of that grassy patch, well, pasture field. You could just walk along here and then you're right there, and it just goes up right there. Although here, it is a lot further away. You have to go all the way here, and then it goes gradually up. But yeah, maybe if I filled this in a bit more. Maybe this a bit less steep. Actually, I'll cover the tracks here and then I'll just flatten it so it cuts through. I think that'll be a bit nicer than just have it elevated like that. Let's try that. Okay. Okay, well, we do have some time still, so I won't be ending on the dot at 11 o'clock. Basically, whatever your time zone is, it's in 20 minutes. I won't be ending then. I will be ending in... I'll be going 20 minutes more. So, yeah, do still have some time left. Quite a bit. So that's great. I'm really enjoying how this is coming along so far. It's a bit steep here, but just on the edge here, but that should be fine. Just flatten that through again. Oh, that's... that's... Yeah, because I flattened the track. Yeah, all the terrain to the track, rather. I don't really want this to drop off like this. The playground. But yeah, I think having the swings be on this side and a little bit of a green space here, I think that improves it, because that would discourage children from playing with the ball right next to the tracks. So they wouldn't want to get the ball close to the swings, really, because there'd be people swinging there, probably. I do like that. Yeah, I think maybe a bit too close to the tracks, a little bit. Because I've flattened this to the tracks so that that's level. The playground dips a bit. Don't really want that. Maybe it'll be fine. This seems fine. Okay, it dips a little bit in the corner. Although I could raise that up. That is still fine on the tracks. Yeah, I think that's nice. I like the grass texture a lot as well, like these two textures, this sort of taller grass and this shorter grass all around here. Okay. Let's place some trees. Those are quite vital to, just in general, and also to actually properly replicate, at least somewhat, that picture. I think having a tree here would be really nice. Just having that sort of reach over there. Because this sort of looks like this tree right here. Not exactly, but that's what it reminds me of. So, yeah, I think that's quite nice. Just move these slightly. Slightly better positions. That should be fine. I think I'll place a few more here, just to sort of enclose this bit. Maybe not just these blackberry bushes. I think I'll have a few different ones as well. Just different shrubbery. If I can find some. Probably will. Oh, there's a tree group. Don't need that currently. That's good to know that they're here. It's far too huge. Acacia, no. Actually, if I scroll down here, maybe it's these. No. There's flowers. Oh, these are JVC converted ones, I think. Yeah, these are JVC. I think they may have changed the material of them so they're more translucent, work better and with PBR stuff enabled. Like in TRS19, basically. Yeah, I mean that stuff works. Yeah, I like that. Bit of a pond here. I could always just use a tree, just bury it pretty much completely and just use that as a bush. Although I don't think I'll make this route seasonal at all, so that shouldn't be an issue either. I think that actually looks like quite a good bush. I really like that. Yeah, I'll actually do that a few more times. Not all around here, but I don't want that to clip into the slide. I think this sort of thing should be fine. Yeah, I think so. Again, the reeds, not really. The cattails, don't really think those would fit. That's a bush. Maybe those. That's too huge. I think some more blackberry bushes. You know what, I'll just search for shrub. Oh, the CL bushes also apparently have shrub in the tags. That's really good. Yeah, I think I'll use these ones as well. The Welsh assets, CL. I do still have the no payware filter on, so that shouldn't be an issue. Oh, gorse. Could have some gorse. No, I don't really want children to get hurt in that. Even though I know it's all fictional, but I do still imagine it to be an actual playground. So what it would be like to actually be here, and then having gorse right next to it doesn't seem like the safest thing, especially with a bridge here. No, especially here if there's a child, maybe they jump out or anything. I don't know. I know I'm getting too much into this probably, but yeah. Oh well. I don't know, it seems a bit cluttered back here. Like a bit too... If this tree was rotated a bit. I think if I buried these a bit more. I think that looks quite nice. Okay, some grass splines. I know I'm not in the spline section yet. Oh, this fits quite nice. Quite nicely with the ground texture. Look at that, that's pretty much identical. Huh. This isn't even CL ground texture. That's good. But yeah. No, not that. Bankment, don't really need that. It's also quite similar. FMA instant grass. Instant grass. That's a bit dark. That seems to, well, I don't know. Maybe around here? I don't know. I'm not certain yet. This can make it look quite uniform, I think. Like quite samey. Like it repeats quite a lot. I'm not convinced by that. I'll leave it here for now, but... Oh, this one looks nice. It's along the edge of the playground. Maybe across here as well. Don't know what to put to the left. No, that not here, not here. I think I'll put some. Oh yeah, actually, I think I'll extend the sort of blackberry bit just along the path here, just as a sort of hedge boundary thing. Yeah. Then have the houses start here. I think that'll be good. I really like that. I don't know, maybe this plan's a bit much. Maybe. I'm not certain. Yeah, I think... I think this may look better. Yeah, this is just a bit distracting here. I don't really want this plan. It's too huge and too... If I just put that here, it repeats too often. I don't think that'll really work. Like, it's far too wide for this purpose. Also, yeah, one grass spline I really like to use is called grass sedge spline, which it doesn't fit everywhere. In fact, it is like mostly just for like swampy areas or like along rivers, perhaps. It looks like this basically. And a few months, I think, well, last year, around a year ago actually, I think, I found that there are a lot more different variants of that on the DLS, which I downloaded, and they're all great. I've barely used most of them. But yeah, also small versions as well. Well, these are different. There's different stuff. But yeah, that's broken, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm off to bed, really tired, and I'll have to get up early tomorrow. Good night. Good night, thank you for coming, and happy birthday tomorrow as well. If you can make it, you're always welcome to come to the MISC stream. It starts at 8 local time, so same starting time, well, an hour earlier than today, basically, so Minecraft starting time. Of MISC stream tomorrow, with like Gartic Phone or Scribble or something. If you want to, or can come or whatever, you're always welcome, but anyway, I hope you'll enjoy your birthday tomorrow. Good night, thank you for coming. Thank you for your help as well. And yeah. Goodbye. Ooh, I'm not quite convinced by this, but I like what it looks. I like what it looks like. It's a bit grayish. I do like that, actually. I've decided. Yes, I've decided. Yeah, it looks quite nice. The yellow sort of flowers dotted in there. I like that a lot. I realize I'm spending quite a lot of time just in this one playground. That is what I often tend to do with when I start new routes. I don't really do this much at all. I usually just place one base board, at least in recent years. Usually just place one base board at least. So with the Poland route, with the Polish route, with the PL1, if you're on my Discord server, the PL1 route, I like for the longest time I just had one singular baseboard which I just packed full of details and like little splines everywhere. Like if you'd enable the spline menu, basically the entire map would just be turning in circles everywhere, or static if you whatever your setting is, but the entire map would just be full of splines. That was like I think the Poland route is my most detailed route yet, which isn't really a route yet. It's just one bit. Well, I did extend it a bit along the river, and it's not one baseboard anymore, but like the majority of the detail is still in that one baseboard. And yeah, I do want to continue that as well at some point. Yeah, I when I start a new route, I like to sort of build these really detailed scenes just so I can imagine the space like as a real space more, just so it feels more real. Because if I just made like a H spline around here, just a few vertices, spline vertices, like one, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way back here, just one hedge around there. That sure. I mean, if you're making a huge route or something, or even if you're making a small route, that can suffice and that gets the job done. But having just all of these plans and objects just to have like this playground scene, it just feels a lot more real, and I can just imagine it much better as an actual route, as like it just feels more realistic, I find, which may not be necessary all the time, but just to get like the feeling of the place right across, I guess, from how I'm imagining it. Like, because usually if you just have a spline or something, just one simple spline around, like your mind usually fills in the rest, like of how it would actually be like. But I do like just putting in all these details. Maybe a patch of this grass might be nice. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Some huge nettles. Just look at these. Look, if I go first person, place these down, look at how huge those are. That's taller than the character. But yeah, large flowered hemp nettle. I think that's fine. It's not necessary. Yeah. I realize that. I think this is fine for the playground. I think we're done with the playground. Grass splines around. Let's look at glass splines, yeah. Let's look at grass splines. No, not this. Maybe something like that. Looks a bit dark. Also about the houses that I want on the right here. I don't exactly know which ones I want. I think in this picture they are a lot like they aren't as close to the tracks. So even though they're quite large, they don't really seem that large from that angle. But here it is quite a bit closer. And I do like what it looks like here, but I don't really want to have that huge, like buildings that huge next, like so close to the tracks. So I think I'll opt for something different on that front. But yeah, I really like what this looks like so far. Have a spline like that, but we'll bury it in the ground a bit. You know what? I'll get rid of that. I'll have a small spline here. I'll bury that in the ground so that there's more of a transition to having not really ground textures and, well, I say ground textures. Of course we'll have ground textures. I mean ground, like grass splines. As a sort of transition piece. I think that transition piece. I think that looks quite good. Looks a bit dark again. Anyway, save. Okay, what should we put? Bungalow, maybe. Not an American one. Maybe these. I think I may also put some two-story ones back there, but I think all the way back here, I think I'll just have some single-story ones. Not really that one. But yeah. Past 11 o'clock. Do sometimes still. Oh, it's just the chimney on the other. Actually, is that the same asset? It's A and B, but it looks pretty identical to me. Like, what's the difference here? Oh, it's the color. It's slightly, this like cold white, this warm white. Oh, I see. I think I'll use the warm white one. I realize this is taking a long time. Just not used to working really quickly with Trainz routes, I guess. I easily just get hung up in the details and just spend ages doing a playground, then realizing it's 11 o'clock. If I search for detached, have a look at these. That's too huge. That's also quite large. Maybe this. Yeah, I like that one. That's a good one. Don't think I've ever used this before. Yeah, it even says large in the title with the other ones. I think I may actually put these next to each. Actually, yeah, there's even a fence gate here. Well, gate. I think that'll work really well. I don't think these two buildings were meant to be put next to each other. I don't think they're by the same author, but I think that works really well. That one I'm not so sure about. Now I think I need some dirt. Probably end up going with the JVC dirt. Actually, well, I'm not sure. It's a bit rough. Nah, not really. Not really that, at least. Nope. Just some dirt. Just want some dirt. Just to put out front here. Maybe that? Nah, not in this. Yeah, like this. Yeah. That's good. Okay. I'll use the dirt spline again. Make sure to have a spline point in the middle so that's not completely straight. This is the UK after all. Oh. Okay, now to lower these spline points. 2 more left. Now I'll put fences around. Yeah, like that. Look at that. Also put a car here, just to set the, just to place it in the day, like which date it's supposed to be, the current, well, which era, so it looks, it fits more, like a fitting car. Even army Land Rover, not really. Camper van? I guess so. Oh yeah, because this also has a camper van here, caravan. So yeah, I think that'll fit quite nicely. Maybe like that. Okay. Austin minivan. I mean, yeah. Actually, those houses are huge. Don't think I can really use these assets. Unless... No, those are huge. Just put someone next to it. Yeah, that is far too big. That's unfortunate. This one's fine. But yeah, those two were far too big. I'll have a little look at bungalow. If we can find some replacements, because I do want to have them here. I do want to have houses here. That looked quite good, but they were too big. It's quite low resolution. I don't know. I guess this could work. Oh, it's got night lights. You can see them just then. I think I could fit 2 there. 2 further ones. Yeah, I think I'll have 1. Yeah, I think this could look good. To have like shrubs. Oh yeah, I've got an idea. That should suffice. It's quite a short path, just having one segment to that. That's nice. I think I'll put 1 more bungalow. I could just make this 1 larger one, like that. Maybe? I don't know if that really looks good. I guess so. I'll just leave that. Just one of the chimneys, just, yeah. Wait, do those, did they actually say something about, yeah, fire smoke? Oh, I see. I mean, they would still be using fireplaces back then. Got 6 minutes still. Pub. Temple Niham 01. Ah. Just having that next to these British bungalows and slightly larger houses, but still relatively small. Having this next to there. No, I don't really think that fits. Uriel Publishing? Nope. Village Pub? That's too much smoke. Water Tower Bolivar? Nah. Don't want water towers. I think a pub would be nice, but... Oh, maybe a church, actually. Because if you ever go to the UK... Well, it's not exclusive to the UK, but pretty much every little hamlet has a church in the UK. If you didn't know, hamlet is a small, I think, a village, but smaller than that. So if a settlement is not quite a settlement, but also not quite a village either, then I think it classifies as a hamlet. This looks quite nice, but this, I don't know, just looks a bit plain on the sides. There's barely anything going on. I think there's more meant to be about like a row, even though they put the logo on here as well, just there's something there. I think it's more meant to go between other houses. So I don't think that fits too well. Same with most of these. The Fleece Town Ales. I guess maybe. That's a bit large. I don't think that really fits. I mean, well, this could fit, but I mean, right on the outskirts, with just a few people living there. Actually, I think the Fleece actually fits quite well. This, I mean, this looks like it's just a converted residential home. So there was someone living here, and they just thought, I'll turn this into a pub. I'll turn this into a pub. Basically, that's what it looks like to me. Also, this should be a path. There should be a path here. Have some water. Have a path as well. I don't think I'll have a dirt one. I think I'll have something else. Sorry. I think this fits better. I think for like just people's homes, I think dirt is fine, but if it's a public house, which is what pub stands for, public house, I think this would be better. Actually, no, it feels a bit odd having people go down a path into a pub. I think actually extending this a bit would be good. Maybe having a fence or a wall between here. I think AJS wall, low wall. I think this could fit. Any entrances? Yeah, there are. I don't need to account for those really, but maybe good to do so anyway. So I'll just put a gate. I'll just put a gate here. Oh yeah, the fences. I want to do the fences here as well. Just remembered. Could just use the metal gate. No, it doesn't really fit too well. Oh, toil gate steps. Oh, that's good to have. That's lovely. Boston Lodge. All the Fistinian stuff. Cedar gate. Go with this one. I don't really have a wooden wall to connect to it, but I think this fits quite well. I think this fits quite well. Yeah, I think the dirt texture, which is also a Fistinian one, the CL dirt 03. That also fits quite well the the color of the bricks of that building. So yeah, I think it looks quite good. Some trackside clutter as well. That looks good. Leak spline. Maybe. I'll put this here. I'll put the fences around buildings. Oh yeah, I already went over time. Okay. Could do this off stream then. There's the fence I wanted. It's not the pebbles one, it's the one above. It is this one. Do I want it to be in front of the window like that or not? Didn't really want to do it. No. I won't have a... Well... Just quickly do that. Ooh, and one idea I also had. Hold on. If you could have like, like an outside sort of picnic area for, well, I say picnic area, like from the, like, as part of the pub. Just a little area for them to dine outside, for those that choose to do so. So I'll just put the Sussex picnic table in there, and then I'll end. I'll search for picnic. Was it called picnic? No, it was tea something. Tea time? No, tea... Sussex tea... Croquet. That's it. Or tea party. No, it's tea croquet. Oh. Oh, I see. If they're croquet... Oh, that could be interesting. Well, it's a bit small, maybe. Now I'll just have the normal tea party. There's a few of those. I think I can fit one more in there. That's good. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, I've gone over time, so I will wrap things up now. Just a different grass. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. A tree. Yeah, you're right. A tree would be nice. Not really concentrating too much now because I'm gonna end in a bit. Just, we should have ended 2 or 5 minutes ago. I think some greenery definitely be nice. A tree, yeah, I'll just grab a tree. Just grab this tree again. Maybe pick a different one slightly. This one? Don't worry. Maybe an apple tree. Red delicious apple. Maybe that. Tree apple. Tree red delicious apple. Oh, guess this is a non-seasonal version. I'll have this, I think, right here. Have the apple tree right in the corner. Yeah, that looks nice. Also, what Trainz stream would be complete without the placement of... well, you know what's coming. Derelict barrel. Just place that in the corner here. Just why not? Why not? Just lay it on its side. Why not? It's, yeah, sure. Sure. Actually, I'll just lean it against the wall. No, it wouldn't make sense really. I'll just put that there. Is that better? For shadow, I thought. Oh yeah, shade. That's a good, yeah, that's a good call. Okay, so that's evening. So, okay, so day starts, shadows are toward, on that direction. So actually this small tree actually casts a better shadow than this one. So actually, if I place that here, that'll catch those two tables. I don't think all of them should be in the shade really. But yeah, during the morning, that works. Noon, it's pretty hard to get, actually, it's still kind of, like one of them's in the shade, there's like half. During the evening, there's not really any shade. I think I've placed another tree. Placed another tree around here. Should improve things. That's a bit large. That's a bit large. That's a bit small. Quite the opposite again. If I placed this, if I even placed this here, I mean, it looks a bit odd to me. Kind of. From afar. It's not really a bad thing. Actually, that looks quite nice. But yeah, if I placed this, sort of like there. Move that a bit. So we can look at morning. Early morning, these aren't really in the shade, but as it goes on, that... Yeah, it's quite nice, I think. I don't think all of them should be necessarily in the shade. Don't think it's that necessary, but I like this. I think I have pub sign as well. The Jolly Farmer. No, it's the Fleece. Railway Inn. I mean, maybe it's got two names because it's right by the railway. Pub sign, the railway. I don't know. I like the idea of it, but it being two different names, it's a bit strange. Like having it called the Fleece and then also the railway. Nah. Shadow of Khan, hello. A cat in under the tree would be good. Without a cat under the tree. Oh yeah, you're right. Hello. Yeah, I was about to end actually. I've gone half an hour over time. Cat. Yes. Sure. How about that? Put that on the tree. Yeah, I think that's quite nice. Okay, so... what else? No! Okay. Sure, you've convinced me. I'll try to look for a replacement. Just the sheer contrast of that, just perfect. No! Is that... well, I don't know. Maybe not. Mojo the cat walking. It's quite small. I mean, a cat is small, I get it. It's not really supposed to be huge. I think I'll go for the animated one. Oh, they walk. Oh, it's a cow. This one, maybe. I think I'll do that. Maybe right here. That'd be good. I think that's good. That's a good suggestion, thank you. Salisbury Cathedral. Not here. The little things are always the best things. Yeah. But yeah, earlier we built this playground. This was entirely built on stream today. I have a... I know you can't really read that, but I have got a Sharaday's made this a few years ago for me to build, which I started work at Midgeton in the center. Didn't really get to it before, I just had two base spots with Trainz in the era, but now I've rebuilt like all of the best base spots from that paper. And it's basically just textures so far. It's not... well, just the grass and the blue for where the tracks go, but this is the playground bit we built, which is the main thing so far, with the most details in it. I think it's turned very nicely. But yeah, the next thing I'd be doing... actually, a thumbnail. A thumbnail, yeah. Looks good, thank you. I think for the thumbnail... I think I'll get the train back from where it was. Actually, do I want this one on there? What was it called? Kemplin's other one. Like the Transpennine one. 1 to 4. Class 1 to 4? I think it was. Yeah, it was. 1 to 4, class 1 to 4. Yeah, it was. I think I'll actually go for that for the thumbnail, maybe. Oh, that looks nice. People may think we drove this in the stream and then watch it, only to find out that we didn't, which I don't really want, but I think that fits really nicely. And if I have the push bin in the background, it's also clear that it's not finished yet. But no, I don't know if that's a good idea. But yeah, this looks nice. Look at that. Okay, I think that's the thumbnail done. The next thing I'll do is make a church. Maybe graveyard round. Perhaps. I think that would fit quite nicely with the whole English town or British town aesthetic that's going on. Well, I say aesthetic, it's literally set in Britain. But yeah, a quick look what it looks like from the cab. Yes, it's pretty. Thank you. Now this is what the class 105 looks like, I think, from this picture. I did reference this picture when I built it. It's not exact, of course, but that's what it looks like in Trainz, the class 105. I don't think it's the exact same unit. I think it's a slightly different one, the picture, but still. So we're just coming up on it now. The game is quite quiet for you, and for me as well. For you, probably. Go to the side. Actually, I'll stay here and just see what it looks like from driver's point of view. Yeah, you can tell it's a playground. You can definitely tell it's a playground. Yeah. Oh, that's odd. There's a blind down there, but here it's not there. Anyway, it's fine. I really like that. One thing I noticed is that the wall between the buildings here does prevent you from seeing these at all. So I don't know if that's good. You'd have to be driving from the external camera to even see those tables. I may lower that. But even if it did, like the grass, and the embankment and the grass would still be quite a bit in the way. I mean, you don't need to see them from the tracks, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, I will be ending now. We're wrapping up. Make the wall lower. I could do. Actually, I could do it, like, I could lower it to the gate's height, but that would still be far too high for track visibility. Customers want to see the trains. I guess so, but it is on the other side of the embankment, so they wouldn't really get to see them anyway that well. If I made really low the wall, tried that. That's barely a trip hazard. If I AJS post, is there an AJS? Also, no payware. AJS, is there like a post to place, like a stone thing? No, the customers want a cold beer. Well, another door. Yeah, another door. That's a, well, that's a good point. Another gate. Oh, wrong layer. Thank you. A factory gate? No. Not a factory gate. Wrought iron gate. Maybe that. I think that may be quite good. Could bury that post in the wall. But no, I think it's good to have. I think adjusting that slightly. So customers shouldn't go through here anyway. This should just be for this building mainly as access to their garden. And actually what I'll do is just so that people, like staff of this building, don't have to, well, just put 2 gates here. So that's like the path that goes back here, and then you can branch either in that property or in the other one. I think that's quite good. Sure, that's fine. Put some more fences down. For added realism, of course. Like that. Yeah, I think that's quite nice. So this should be part of the right building. So I'll put the fence here. I think that looks good. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll be wrapping it up now. Yeah. So yeah, this stream has been fun. Having another Trainz stream after such a while. It's been over 2 years again. So it's been, I think, July. I think I had one more after that, where I did a tiny bit on the UK3 route, which was based on Totnes and Buckfastleigh Railway, just loosely. But I didn't really have a proper one at all after that. But yeah. So it was nice to have another one. On Saturday I may stream Trainz again. I don't know if I'll do a convoy or what'll happen. We'll see. I'll put one more vehicle down here just in front of... Well, that'll end. So that may... like the guests of the pub, if they come with the car. Just very quickly. Whatever. Just a parked tractor. Yeah, I mean that's probably accurate. Just a farmer, local farmer, just popping by the pub. Why not? Different color for perhaps. I think that's quite good. Yeah, a van as well. Yeah. I think that's good. Look at that. That also, I really like how open this is now with the, well, the car's in the way now, but with the low wall like that. Like, there's still a wall there. Can they actually see the trains though? If there's a train here. Yeah, they can. They can still see them. That's good. It was a nice surprise. Yeah. The old farmer Joe comes to the pub every Sunday with the tractor. Yeah, I mean, that sounds accurate. That sounds accurate. I would place a farmer as well, but no, he's in the pub. Okay, I think that's good. This is quite detailed. I don't have grass plants here, but that makes sense. It would be cut if it's like a lawn for that pub. The Fleece Inn tavern pub thing. So there's a van there. The leaks plants, yeah. Don't want to do this now since I do have to end. Just put that in here. Yeah. And then yeah, this is, I think, the main bit so far, the most detailed bit. But yeah, I'm gonna end here. There's Midgeton. I'll put the station here next time, or just off stream. I don't know if I'll do off stream stuff. I should probably, so I will, most likely. But yeah, that's it for today. So yeah, that was fun. Again, that was the reference picture that I referenced quite a few times in building what I built today. Yeah. And that was, again, the what shadows do. This is quite blurry because I took a screenshot of the stream that I didn't refocus, the camera didn't even focus on it in the first place. So, but yeah, that was Shalebrook Railway, like it says in the stream title. At least while I'm live. But yeah, that's it. Tomorrow we'll have a MISC stream starting at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. British summertime. So Gothic phones, Kubelet.io, something like that, multiplayer stuff. Saturday again, maybe doing Trainz or Convoy. We'll see. It's fine. Yes, I'm gonna end. Thank you for reminding me. Good night and thanks for the stream. Yes, you're welcome. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming.